Welcome to the first of many videos about how to build a model railroad. This in particular is going to be our custom version of Sodor. It's not going to have everything I want to have in it, but it'll have 4 loops. All 4 loops will come in through here and then come into Knapford Station, which has 6 tracks. 2 are going to be coming straight through. The inside 2 will converge down into 2 lane or out into 2 lanes, and then after Knapford it will go back down from the 2 lanes into 1 on each line. Over here we're going to have Brendam docks with some yards, cranky and the like. Not sure how I feel about this line here. I think I want that to be a little tighter, but I could also put a junction or a station there. Junctions, obviously, normally you would have something branch off from that, but maybe just a station that we could imitate. We have a hole for the little one, a little boy or little girl to jump up in there and watch Thomas. And then also I'm going to go ahead and put Birdie. Birdie's going to along and race Thomas. So we'll make everything here custom, scratch. Knapford Station I'll design in 3D, probably 3D files and Fusion 360, and then we'll laser cut it or 3D print some parts, and that's how we're gonna make a custom Knapford Station as best as possible with the glass domes and everything. So that's the big goal, and I don't like to take a lot of time and try and be as efficient as I can, so we'll see how this progresses. I'm just kind of laying out the track plan. As you can see, I didn't use a computer. The software is going to be, it's just frustrating. I just wanted to get the creative juices going, lay it down, see what happens, and go from there. So at the moment, this will be a goods train. This will be Gordon or one of the other longer trains that can hold a bunch of coaches. This one will be a miscellaneous, and then likely this would be Thomas coming through because of Birdie, and whatever the kids want to play with it, we can switch them out. The goal here for Knapford is on the outside 2 lanes, they're going to be just through trains because they're just 2 loops. They're easy. But on Knapford, on the inside, we have 2 Ys, and that when we flip the switches, it'll allow us to switch either the inside track or the outside track on that line. And so we could have Henry with the Flying Kipper on one of them, maybe with Percy in the mail train. And if we want to run a different one, we don't have to put new trains on the track. We just flip the tortoise switches is what we'll use. So it should be exciting. And then here in the center, I'm going to build some type of mountain range, trying to separate the 2 sides, give some depth. And then I also have a bunch of the Sodor Railway that will go here in the center area, elevated, and maybe even a point-to-point throughout here. So still got to figure out what I'm going to put in some of these edges here. It's a very much work in progress. Tidmus sheds with the turntable will be over here in some fashion. I also want to have 2 lines possibly that come off this outside stretch, splits off, goes to Knapford, and then the other ones maybe go to 2 lines where there's a mini shed next to this one. And we'll see how it shakes out, but we're taking form. We're going to get the layout exactly how I want it. We'll align it with some pencils or some other type of way to indicate where the cork bed needs to go. And once that's exactly how I like it, we'll put the cork bed, and we'll start laying track, getting them running, so that way when we come downstairs and work on it, the kids can run some trains. And so this side, and I think that side on the edge, are just going to take some time to map out. So I want to get these 4 loops going first. I do need to figure out where some of the switches are going though. And so I know for sure the switch right here is going to start, come out, have it just dead end to a line, and then also come around the side and split into probably 2 or 3 sidings, maybe with some water on the outside. And I could always expand and put water just off the side of it to make a little more room. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm trying to keep going with progress. It seems overwhelming with everything that's going on, but I want to document it. I want to see what we can do. And then all the stuff that I make will just be free. If I make Knapford Station, I make it really nice, then boom. People have some files if they want to make a layout for themselves or for their kiddos. So last, just to show you kind of the collection, we have Sodor fuel tankers, the milk, tar, the cream, various 12-ton vans. Obviously, we have the windmill, the lighthouse, Emily's cars, brake vans. We have 2 paint cars, one that I got for dirt cheap, the other one I paid a tad more for, a well wagon, which was hard to find, and of course all the choo-choos. You know their names, and if you don't, well, there's a lot of names. We have some duplicates over here in the corner. I'm going to try and install DCC. And then we have both green and red coaches, mail cars, Toby's special coaches, a ton of Annie and Clarabelle's, coal cars, troublesome trucks. And so there you go. We also have almost, I think, every one that they make of the Sodor Railway. And that's where we're going. So stay tuned. Some videos will have some tutorials, some will just be kind of updates as we see what happens in our world of Sodor.